ready to supercharge your knowledge of continuous improvement.
You're in the right place.
We're taking a deep dive into quality circles.
Not just what they are, but how they actually work to make things better.
Exactly. So we're diving deep into articles, resources,
Uncovering not just what quality circles are,
how they function,
their benefits.
and those potential pitfalls to watch out for.
It's fascinating how quality circles have evolved from this almost niche concept into a powerful tool for boosting efficiency, morale, and even a company's bottom line.
Okay, but before we get ahead of ourselves, let's start with the basics. What exactly is a quality circle?
So in a nutshell, picture a small group of your colleagues, all from the same department, or working on similar tasks. They come together, and this is key, voluntarily, to identify and solve problems they encounter in their daily work.
So this isn't about management breathing down everyone's necks.
Sure.
This is about employees taking initiative.
Exactly. And that's a crucial point.
Yeah.
The success of quality circles hinges on employee buy-in.
Yeah.
They need to be genuinely invested in finding solutions because they're the ones closest to the work itself.
It's like that saying, who knows the pain points better than the people feeling the pain?
Yes.
So these quality circles are all about bottom-up problem solving.
You got it. And this approach can be incredibly powerful.
Okay.
Think about it. A quality circle at, say, Toyota isn't just told to increase production.
Right.
They're empowered to analyze the manufacturing process, pinpoint bottlenecks, and then brainstorm solutions based on their firsthand experience.
Okay, that makes sense. But Toyota's been known for quality circles for ages. Is this something that translates to other industries, or is it mainly a manufacturing thing?
While it's true that quality circles originated in manufacturing back in like 1950s Japan, they really transcended those roots. We're seeing them pop up everywhere, from healthcare at places like the Mayo Clinic, all the way to universities like Nanyang Technological University in Singapore.
Whoa, hold on. Universities too. I'm having a hard time picturing a quality circle made up of professors and students.
Yeah.
What would they even focus on?
That's the beauty of it. It's adaptable. At NTU, for example, they've used quality circles to revamp their curriculum, improve communication between students and faculty, even create a more inclusive campus environment.
Okay, now that's impressive. It seems like pretty much any organization could benefit from a little quality circle action.
Absolutely. And one of the biggest benefits that often gets overlooked is their impact on employee morale.
Oh, right. Because if you're constantly being told what to do without any say in how things are done, that can be a real downer.
Precisely. But when employees are given a platform to voice their opinions, concerns, and ideas, it completely changes the dynamic.
Yeah.
Suddenly, they're not just cogs in a machine. They're valued members of a team driving positive change.
That makes a lot of sense. Giving employees a voice probably does wonders for job satisfaction.
Totally.
Which in turn, I'm guessing, leads to better productivity.
It's a win-win.
Okay, so we've established that quality circles can improve processes, boost morale, and probably even save companies money in the long run. But how do they actually work?
Right.
What's the magic formula?
Well, there's no magic formula per se, but there is a structured approach.
Okay.
Remember, quality circles are all about continuous improvement.
Right.
So the first step is identifying inefficiencies or areas within existing processes that could be streamlined.
So they're like the detectives of inefficiency.
Exactly. They analyze processes with a critical eye, asking, could this be done better, faster, or with fewer errors? And here's where that diversity of perspectives within the circle really shines.
Okay.
You've got people with different experiences and insights all coming together to pinpoint problems that might have otherwise gone unnoticed.
Okay, so let's say they've identified a problem. What happens next? How do they go about actually solving it?
That's where the brainstorming begins. This is all about creating a safe, non-judgmental space where every member of the quality circle feels comfortable sharing their ideas, no matter how outside the box they might seem.
Because sometimes those crazy ideas turn out to be strokes of genius, right?
You got it. Even if an idea isn't feasible on its own, it can spark a chain reaction, leading to a solution no one had even considered before.
So it's a true team effort, but having all those ideas floating around could get chaotic, right?
Yeah, it could.
Don't they need someone to wrangle all that creative energy?
Absolutely. That's where leadership comes into play.
Okay.
And just like in any other area of business, there are different leadership styles that can be effective within a quality circle.
All right, let's break down those leadership styles because I have a feeling the success of a quality circle might hinge on having the right leader at the helm.
Right.
So we're talking about leading a small team, but it's still leadership, right? What kind of styles work best in this unique environment?
You're right, it's a specific context.
Yeah.
One approach that often thrives in quality circles is democratic leadership.
Democratic leadership. So it's like everyone gets an equal say no matter their seniority.
Exactly. The leader in this scenario acts more like a facilitator, guiding the conversation, making sure everyone's voice is heard and decisions are reached through consensus.
That must make team members feel incredibly valued knowing their input holds real weight.
It does. And that feeling of ownership is incredibly powerful in driving the quality circle's success. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, you have transformational leadership.
Okay, so less about everyone voting and more about a strong vision.
Exactly. Transformational leaders are inspiring, passionate, and they have this contagious energy that motivates everyone around them. They paint a picture of what's possible and push their team to think outside the box to get there.
They're like the Steve Jobs of process improvement.
I like that. Now imagine a leader who can adapt their style depending on the situation at hand. That's situational leadership in action.
Okay, so playing it by ear, a bit more flexible. When would that be super useful in a quality circle?
Let's say a new quality circle is just forming. A situational leader might be more directive initially, providing clear guidelines and structure. As the team gels and becomes more self-sufficient, they might take a step back and let the team take more ownership.
It's like they're adjusting the recipe based on how the dough is rising. That makes a lot of sense. What about that last leadership style we were talking about, servant leadership?
Ah, yes. This style is all about putting the needs of the team first. Servant leaders are humble, empathetic, and incredibly supportive.
Okay.
They lead by example, always prioritizing the team's growth and development over their own ego.
It sounds like they create a very nurturing environment where everyone feels safe to experiment and learn even from their mistakes.
Precisely. And in the context of a quality circle, where the focus is on continuous improvement, that kind of environment can be incredibly fertile for innovation.
This has been super insightful, but let's shift gears for a moment and talk about the potential downsides. Is it all smooth sailing with quality circles, or are there any icebergs we need to watch out for?
While the potential of quality circles is huge, it's not a magic bullet.
Right.
One of the biggest pitfalls is a lack of management support. Imagine pouring your heart and soul into finding solutions, only to have your ideas dismissed or ignored by higher-ups.
That would be so demoralizing. I can see how that would kill a quality circle's momentum. What else?
Inadequate training. Just because employees are closest to the work doesn't mean they automatically have all the tools and knowledge to effectively analyze processes or brainstorm solutions.
Right.
Investing in proper training is crucial.
So it's not enough to just throw employees together and say, okay, go forth and improve things.
Exactly. And then there's the misconception that quality circles are a quick fix.
Yeah.
Some companies might think, let's implement a few quality circles and all our problems will magically disappear.
The old sprinkle in some quality circles and watch the profits soar approach.
Exactly. Building a culture of continuous improvement takes time, dedication, and a company-wide commitment.
It's a marathon, not a sprint. So we've talked about what can go wrong. How do we ensure quality circles actually deliver those amazing results we discussed?
Measurement. You can't improve what you don't measure. We need to track both the process and the outcomes of quality circles.
Okay, break that down for me. What are we measuring exactly, and how do we do it without stifling the creative spirit of the whole thing?
When it comes to process measurements, we're looking at how well the quality circle is functioning internally. Are meetings happening regularly? Is there active participation? Are they using data to back up their decisions?
So it's like checking in to make sure the engine is running smoothly.
Exactly. Outcome measurements are all about the tangible results. Did the quality circle's efforts lead to a reduction in defects, increased productivity, or cost savings?
So things that would make even the most data-driven manager happy.
Exactly. It's about demonstrating that quality circles aren't just about warm and fuzzy feelings. They have a real impact on the bottom line.
All right, so we've established that measuring both the process and the outcome is crucial for ensuring those wins. But let's be honest, sometimes the impact of a quality circle might be a little less tangible. How do we measure those less quantifiable things like improved communication or employee morale?
That's where things get a little trickier, but it's not impossible. We can use tools like employee surveys, focus groups, or even track metrics like employee retention rates to get a sense of the overall impact on company culture.
So it's about looking at the bigger picture and gathering data from multiple sources. Makes sense.
Exactly. And it's important to remember that measuring the success of quality circles isn't about policing or micromanaging. It's about creating a feedback loop, identifying what's working, what's not, and making adjustments along the way.
It's about continuous improvement. Now, you mentioned earlier that quality circles have been popping up in all sorts of unexpected places. Let's dive into some real-world examples and see how different companies have used this approach to achieve some pretty incredible results.
Okay, so we've covered the what and the how of quality circles.
Now, let's get into the wow with some real-world examples.
Okay.
I'm ready to be amazed. Where do we start?
Let's go back to Toyota.
Okay.
We all know they're practically synonymous with quality circles. But what's fascinating is how they've used them to maintain their edge.
Okay.
For example, let's say a team on their assembly line is tasked with reducing the time it takes for a car to move from one workstation to the next.
Okay, so a classic efficiency puzzle. How does the quality circle approach change things?
Well, instead of management dictating solutions from on high, the quality circle made up of employees from that very line gets to work. They observe the process, identify bottlenecks, maybe even use time-lapse photography to analyze movement.
Okay.
And because they're the ones doing the work day in and day out, they often spot things others might miss.
Things like, give me a for instance.
Maybe they realize that a specific tool everyone needs is stored too far away, creating unnecessary walking time.
Huh, interesting.
Or perhaps they discover that a slight adjustment to the workstation layout could shave precious seconds off each task.
Okay, so they're finding these really granular improvements, but I imagine those small changes add up to big results on a scale like Toyota's.
Absolutely. And the best part is these solutions come from the people who know the process best.
Right.
It empowers them, makes them stakeholders in the company's success, and often leads to more creative, sustainable solutions.
Okay, Toyota, that tracks.
Yeah.
But you also mentioned the Mayo Clinic. Using quality circles in a hospital setting seems like a whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
How does that work?
You're right, healthcare presents unique challenges.
Yeah.
But imagine a quality circle focused on improving the patient intake process.
Okay.
They might uncover communication breakdowns between departments leading to frustrating delays for patients. Or perhaps they discover that a simple redesign of paperwork could reduce errors and streamline the entire experience.
So it's not about doctors performing surgery faster, it's about improving those often overlooked but crucial aspects of patient care.
Exactly. And when patients have a smoother, less stressful experience, it can lead to better outcomes all around. Plus, happier staff. Now, let's not forget about those professors and students we talked about.
Right. The Nanyang Technological University example. I'm still wrapping my head around that one.
Imagine a quality circle composed of both students and faculty, tasked with making a core curriculum more engaging.
Okay.
The professors bring their academic expertise, while the students, well, they're closest to the learning experience itself.
So instead of just relying on student feedback forms at the end of the semester, they're getting real-time input and collaboration to shape the course as it's happening.
You got it. It's like co-creating the educational journey. And who knows what brilliant student-inspired innovations might emerge.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm starting to see the quality circle potential everywhere.
Right.
Even in the hallowed halls of academia. But you also mentioned Google, a company swimming in data and innovation. Why would they need quality circles?
Because even in the most cutting-edge environments, there's always room for improvement. Let's say a quality circle at Google is tasked with enhancing the user experience for a new app. They might use data analytics to pinpoint where users are dropping off.
Okay.
Then brainstorm design tweaks or new features to improve engagement.
So it's about combining data-driven insights with that human touch, that collaborative, problem-solving magic that quality circles bring to the table.
Exactly. It's about leveraging the best of both worlds to create truly exceptional products and services.
This has been an eye-opening journey into the world of quality circles. We've covered so much ground. Any final words of wisdom for our listeners ready to start their own quality circle adventures?
Remember, continuous improvement is a journey, not a destination. Embrace the process. Empower your people, and don't be afraid to experiment.
Words to live by. A huge thank you for diving deep with us into the fascinating world of quality circles. It's clear that with the right approach, they can be a game changer for any organization looking to unlock their full potential. So until next time, keep those wheels turning and those ideas flowing.